Hey everybody, it is Thursday, March 14th. This is Guan Yu 15 again. It's Thursday. Excuse me. So we're gonna bring you another rare draft challenge. Jump into an 8-4 on Moto and see if we can make this one as good as the last one. Got my comically large glass of grape Kool-Aid and my comically small orange for breakfast time. These queues have been slow today. I'm assuming because it's the middle of the frickin' afternoon. But see if we can get it filled up here, and I'll try to explain my picks a little bit better by actually talking about the cards in case you're not familiar with the cards. And again, if you don't remember the rules, Rare Draft Challenge, inspired by my old online Moto clan, motosharks.com, which is now defunct, so don't go there, there's nothing there. Gotta take a rare. What's going on here? Oh, okay, we won't do that. Sorry about that. So we gotta take a rare. Whatever rare we take, if there's two we get to pick, we have to play at least half our rares. Those are basically the rules. If there's a rare available, we're playing it. And unfortunately, it looks like we're getting a Goblin Loyalist, which is a fine card, but only really useful in its own kind of Borosian deck, and even then I don't know if I would take it. So Legion Loyalist, 1/1 for 1, haste. All my guys get first strike and trample until end of turn, if they have a battalion, which at least 3 people attack. It's fine, but I mean honestly, it usually gets in for one swing before it dies unless you have a trick. So other good cards in here: the Smog Elementals, big and nasty. Probably actually would take 1,000 lashes. Basically makes a creature unable to do anything, and they lose a life each turn. Metropolis Sprite is also fine. 1/2 flyer that can pump once. Warmind Infantry, Ivy Lane Denizen. Those are okay picks. But we got our rare, so we're going to go with that and see how many colors we're playing today. And no rare here, it looks like. So we're going to follow that up with one of two directions. The first is, sorry, I'm peeling my orange here, not paying attention. First, we have Guardians of the Gateless, 3/3 flyer that gets +1/+1 for each creature that it blocks. Nice little fog effect. It can block as many creatures as it wants. Burning Tree Emissary, if we're going to go kind of aggro, get all our drops out there. Pit Fight is fine. Basically, two creatures fight each other. Frilled Oculus, I definitely am a big fan of, maybe more so than most people. 1/3, pump once for 1 green and 1 colorless, +2/+2. Drakewing Caressus is a 3/1 flyer with trample. I'm a pretty big fan of that as well. We got the Act of Treason, the Scorchwalker, and the Darien Skydrake is the 3/1 flyer that can get flying if he has a battalion. This is probably my normal Boros pick, but I really doubt we're in Boros, being that we're going to have to take all the rares. So I'm going to take the defensive card that's both a fog effect and usually trades for something. Okay, so we're past a couple of cards here. Madcap Skills apparently is insane. I've lost to it a few times, but and if they don't removal or a few creatures, it's at least a 2 for 2, usually. Ivory Lane Denizens, the 2/3 4-drop that whenever a green creature comes into play, you can put a +1/+1 counter on something. It's a fine card. Devour Flesh basically makes somebody sacrifice any of their creatures of their choice. They gain life equal to its toughness. That's a fine card too. Debtor's Pulpit, which I actually haven't been playing that much. You enchant a land, it's a 5-drop, which is a little bit higher. You enchant a land and then you can tap down a creature, so it's kind of removal. Pit Fight is our other one, which is decent. 2 creatures fight. We're actually going to take the Pulpit. People play it, they tell me it's good. I don't think I've ever drafted it. And if I have drafted it, I've never played it. But it seems like if we're going to be playing our rares... Oh, there's no rare here, obviously, otherwise we would have taken that. Which, let me tell you, rares are few and far between. I think the old Moto Sharks record was like 21 rares or something ridiculous. We're not even going to come close to that at this point. This pack, we got the Crackling Perimeter, which basically is an enchantment, and every gate you tap, you can do 1 damage to each opponent. If it said each opponent, each creature, it'd be freaking insane, but as it is, we don't really care about doing damage to our opponent that way. Massive Raid is damage for, excuse me, damage equal to number of target creatures. The Swine is fine as a 5/4 creature and a Blood Rusher. Defensive creature and the Cyclops. So what are we taking here? If I knew I was in red, I'd take the Massive Raid, but as it is, I may... Well, I mean, that's going to be red anyways, so... I don't like the double splash. Oh, I'll just take the Cyclops. I don't think it's a great card, but it's not bad either. And I think we got our first rare here that we're going to be able to play. Or not want to play, but... It's Whispering Madness. Each player discards its their hand that draws cards equal to the number of cards discarded this way with a cipher effect. It's a crappy card. I guess it's okay to dedicate a mill deck. You might be able to make it work, but I still doubt it. But it's a rare, and that's our challenge for the day, so we'll take it. If that wasn't here, there's a Martial Glory. Usually a 2-drop Giant Growth, but you can do some shenanigans with it as well. A Psychic Strike, which are not in our colors, but Counterspell. We probably would actually take the Night Watch, which just puts 2/2 night tokens into play. But we'll take our rare and go with that. Okay, no rare here. Our choices are basically Totally Lost, which is puts a card on top of its own library. It's a good card. We got the Prism. I do like a good Prism. Kind of fixes our colors. And basically a Smite. So Murder Investigation is cute, but I don't think it's really a card right now. You enchant a creature you control. When it dies, you put that many +1/+1/+1 counters equal to its power. The Kieran is fine too, but I think we're actually... It's between Smite and Prism. Smite is definitely a very defensible card. I wouldn't fault anybody for taking either one here, but I'm going to take the Prism just because I anticipate having to play a lot of colors. Okay. And the misses keep coming. So here it's between, if we're in green, Verdant Haven, because we do like to splash colors. Wave the Thief isn't really a card. +2/+2 and unblockable if you control a gate. Righteous Charge is great in a kind of a dedicated aggro. Give the +2/+2 for all your creatures is nice, but it's a sorcery, so they kind of see it coming. Riot Gear's actually fine too, but we're actually going to take the Towering Thunderfist in case we need a 5-drop in red. It's rare you would actually need a 5-drop, but... Okay. So it looks like white/pseudo-red is open. This looks like the same damn pack, doesn't it? So the choice here is between Massive Raid and Martial Glory. The Act of Treason is fine too. The Whipscale Predator is okay. He's basically a big body, a 6/5 that needs to be blocked by 2 creatures. Martial Glory is fine. It's a little bit better in an aggro deck, so we're going to take the Massive Raid. We do have a lot of red cards here. Not very good red cards, however. Yeah, see, nothing came back from that first pack, but we will take the Smite. And be happy with it. What do we got here? Pretty much nothing. Scorchwalker people enjoy. I don't really care for it. It's fine. It's a 5/1. The Blood Rush is actually probably more relevant than the body. So we'll take it based on that. There's a lot of active treasons going around, actually, which is good in a Boros deck. More combat tricks, aerial maneuver. Mark for Death isn't great, so I'll take the aerial maneuver. And a bunch of crap. We'll cut the white card. Naturalize and last thoughts. Scatter Arc, Murder Investigation. It's conceivable I can see playing that, but not really. Okay, so we're sitting at a measly 2 rares. Probably not going to get to that 21 mark to beat the record. And we're in... Honestly, we don't have very, very good cards. See what this next pack we opens is. We open it. guess he'd be better if we suited him up with one of those many equipment centers going around. I still don't think he's that good. Okay, so now that we playing our rare, but we're playing a mythic rare in Borbor Yigomios. 7/6 trample, 8 drop. Whenever he deals combat damage to a player, reveal the top 3 cards of your library. Put all cards revealed that way into your hand, all land cards into your hand. Discard a land card, do 3 damage to target creature or player. Great. This would be an awesome card if it was for like 6, but at 8 it becomes pretty much unplayable for most people. But for us, we are definitely playing it. We're in red. We're probably going to find a way to splash green. Hell, we might even jump into green and splash this white. If this wasn't here, which I kind of wish it wasn't, if there wasn't a rare here, the Mugging's probably the correct pick. 2 damage to target creature. Although the Silica Guards is the 1/4 defender with Extort, and the Kingspin Pets are also decent cards. So we'll take this. We'll see if those Verdant Havens start going around. Maybe we'll jump into green as our side. I think the rare is missing here, so yep. Okay, notable cards is we're going to take the Sunhome Guild Mage because we're in those 2 colors right now anyways. It's a good card. Makes a small army, makes that army bigger if you have enough time. The Pulpit's there again. I really don't want it. I think they have diminishing return, especially since you need to use the land to tap them down. Burning Tree Emissary is fine. Would if it gave us green or double green instead of red or green, we could use it to splash our Borbigolos. Psychic Strike again, it's fine. Death's Approach I actually enjoy more than most people, I think. Especially in the blue-black kind of deck. You have some ways that creatures just get into their graveyard accidentally. They just do. And then the Shadow Slice for people who want to go the extra mile. We're going to take our Guild Mage, be happy here. Okay, there's our rare. The rare we're taking, of course, is Molten Primordial, which is our 7-drop haste. When it comes into play, we basically threaten a creature, take it, attack with it with a haste. If the rare wasn't here, I'm looking at Ground Assault. Deals damage equal number of lands to target creature or player. Yes. Just creature, sorry. Other cards, in ours, the Martial Glory is fine. If we wanted to jump into like a greenish, we would take probably, there's nothing really good here. I like the Flux Mage, but I don't love him, especially for us. So we're going to take the Primordial and stick with our rares and go Rare City. Okay, oh boy. Okay, so our rare is going to be Mystic Genesis. 2 blue and green and 2 colors. Counter target spell, put an XX green ooze token into play where X is the spell's converted mana cost. That's our rare, we have to take it. If that was not here, we would be slamming this Sky Knight Legionnaire and noticing that there's still a Madcap skills and Devour Flesh in the pack. This would really help us. We do need lots of creatures. Well, we don't need lots of creatures, but it's helpful. So we'll take our Mystic Genesis as it is a rare. We're going to have a hard time splashing that one, though. And we got our next rare, Realm Right. For blue, we can then basically make a land type any other land type, which you might be thinking is good, but first of all, we need to have blue, and then we can only do it for, basically we only make those lands one other color, which isn't great. But we have to take it because it's a rare. Notable other things are the Crowned Ceratope, which I like more than most people apparently. The Guild Mage I'm fine taking, even the Tiger in a kind of a slow deck. And if Hold the Gates comes around, I'll think about it, depending on how many gates I get. If I get like 4 gates, I might play it. It doesn't seem good, but it really can be. I mean, you got to go the distance to get there, but when you do, giving all you guys +0, +4, and Vigilance is a pretty big game. So we'll take the Realm Right, 1/1 rare, does nothing for us. Okay, so we get our own choice here. Choice of cards. Dying Wish isn't a card. Guild Gate does help us splash our Borigomos, but we're actually going to step away from that. Take the 2-drop or the 4-drop. The Goblin's a 2/1 with Blood Rush that gives something 2/1, and the Assault Griffin is a 3/2 that